Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We're just hopping on here for an AFK and chill. Some of the quality of life things that came with this patch and with Awakened Thane are absolutely phenomenal, guys. Just wanted to hop on, do a little bit of a stream, get your feedback, get some chat. I know, again, this is very last minute. We usually don't stream during the week, but I definitely wanted to pick it up. So looking at 40-43, you can actually go ahead in here, guys. In this formation aspect, it is just absolute insanity. If you have an account that has a lot of heroes, you can actually go back through and I can just use, including the artifacts, and just run the campaign battle and just auto battle until it wins. What's going on? Yep, a weekday stream. A lot of times when I stream on Sunday, I know a lot of you cannot make it just for the simple fact that it is on Sunday, timing, things of that nature. But I'm just going to sit back. We're going to answer some questions. Give me the ability to actually chat with you guys. Got some cherry wheat here. So just kicking back, having a beer, making some progression in the campaign. A lot of players have said we need a little bit more time to make progression on the campaign. Most of the live streams, we do summons, we do things of that nature. So being able to, again, just kind of sit back, go through some of these campaign stages, farm up some of these will be very cool. What's going on, Vitor? Crave plays Roadblocks as well. Yep, notification just went out. One more step. What is going on? Thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Another thing, guys, I want to say for the thanks, the super thanks, super chat memberships. We've been seeing a lot of it lately. IMD2 just joined. I know there's been a couple new members, the actual members to the YouTube channel, as well as I finally figured out, guys, how to do the super thanks. Super thanks have been up for a while, but when I get donations out of there, it does support the channel, and I didn't know any way to really see them, but now I do, which again is pretty cool. So enemy formations, guys, with the quality of life improvement with this, it is just absolute insane. And you can see, guys, it goes from kind of the weakest group to the strongest group. So we can just go in here, use the formation, get the artifacts, and then see where we have to fill in. A lot of the formations, again, as you continue through here, most of the formations will be filled in if you have a lot of heroes built such as I do. You can see this last formation, we are missing someone. Could be Taylene, could be a couple different heroes within here, but I'm going to drop in a hero. And again, this is the Thorin comp, guys. I hate the Thorin comp. This one might actually be empty. A lot of players do leave. See, it is actually empty. So once we have everything set, guys, we can go ahead and activate this and just let it run. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Super beneficial with this. In addition, guys, the tower. Just like what Hyatt said, the tower absolutely broken with the formations. It makes it super easy to get through there, which is very, very cool to see. It's awesome. I love the quality of life. Most of the time, and most of the players do know, we actually used AFK Helper was the one that we actually utilized for a majority of the content that we went through here. We used formations over there. Now they're all just embedded in here, which again is kind of crazy to see, but they do have the formations baked right into AFK Arena, which again is very cool to see. What's going on, Javid? Javid didn't catch the last live stream. Thank you for joining me. Love seeing him on here. Peter, what is going on as well? Nikos, how do you become a member? So there is a button on the bottom of the screen, and I can't see it, but I think next to like the emojis, there's a support and I think one of the support options in there is an actual member. It gives you the little hippo next to your name. It's a pretty cool thing that we kind of built in there. But again, guys, we're going to run through some of the formation. We're going to run through and just let it work. The formations are in here. The builds are in here. We have everything set. We're going to push the campaign for what it's worth. I know some of the heroes we do not have built out as far as we should, such as Mishka. She is a hero that, again, with some of these formations, guys, we know down here Oden does an incredible amount of damage. With Tassie, the sleep function in here with Tassie is kind of broke, but it works. What's going on, Darren YouTube Gamer? New trials, anyone with Thane wins. So if you guys have seen, guys, the new Thane is incredibly broken, especially when it comes to PvP. The PvP aspect, there are players posting videos and posting links over on Reddit that are showing that the LC tournament, so the Legends Championship tournament, they're winning the entire tournament versus players with having one built out Awakened Thane, which again, it is super broken from that aspect, but it's kind of crazy that a hero such as Awakened Thane would break PvP to the level that it did. Again, so many players are saying that it is just super broken. So with the engraving reset, that was the other thing that I really wanted to talk about. The engraving reset, there is probably 100 posts, if not more than 100 posts, over on Reddit about the engraving reset. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking. If there was another team that we could actually get in here. And again, guys, the Thorin Cheese, as much as I hate it, you really cannot discount it. It's kind of crazy. You can see Zafriel in a couple of these formations. And again, the Thorin Cheese, I'm going to copy this one and throw this formation into our 5th, which it's up here now, guys. They moved this one. So I think he was already in another formation. We're going to have to look because I think Zafriel was actually in another formation. This is the first time I've ever had Zafriel actually built, which is kind of crazy. But you can see a lot of heroes in here have been using Zap, Zap, Zap in a bunch of those formations. Even here, guys, this is the kind of the cheese formation that we went with. This one, the Eins formation, which we've already utilized. I want to see what some of these are. And again, that's the Mahira formation. Interesting with that. And then you start getting into heroes like this one. Yeah, it would work. But look at the levels, guys. 644. Absolutely incredible levels in there when you start getting to some of these heroes. But we can use this formation. Oh, it reset all of them. Be careful of that, guys. It actually resets all of them. Back to the engraving, and again, I'm just kind of playing around with this. Honestly, with the engraving, I think the one that I am going to reset or end up resetting is going to be Saurus. Again, I'm kind of on the fence with resetting Saurus, but he's a hero that I don't use. Short of the Wilder Tower, there's nowhere that I use him, which is it kind of stinks. But again, there is nowhere that you're using him. As a burst damage dealer, would you go for Awakened Aziz or Thane? Honestly, Aziz works, and Vidor, a lot of players, including Trisha, have said Aziz will work with the functionality that he has at Legendary. If you literally unlock Awakened Aziz, the crowd control aspect that he has will work as intended, where on the other side, Awakened Thane will not. Awakened Thane, you have to have built as a damage dealer. He has to be built up a considerable amount to really be effective. So again, we have players like Trisha that I believe are in chapter 44. I think possibly a little bit more than 44. But due to that factor, Thane has to be built to work, where Aziz essentially will work without it. At the Temple of Time, my first pull is an Awakened Aziz. My second pull is a back-to-back Awakened Thane. That's amazing, Peter. If you guys seen the video a little bit earlier today, didn't have much luck at all on the Lightbearer account. I used I think it was 323. I think we used about 323 cards. And unfortunately, we didn't have the luck that we were hoping out. But it happens sometimes. As much as I would love to see the absolute overpowered summons every time, there is a lot of times it does not work. What's going on, Solo? Yeah, Thorin Cheese works well a bit against deficiencies. Many of you know on here, I have an incredibly high, I've been power leveling. I've been power leveling. I've went up about 20 levels, I think roughly around 20 levels within the last couple weeks, which is why the Thorin Cheese really doesn't work super effectively. We might have to try a couple different teams in here because I don't think the cheese is going to work. But again, there are a few teams that we could possibly work out of here, including some of the invade teams, some of the teams of that nature. I don't know if we use the 5-pull either, which we have Iran. I think we used Leica. We have Saurus in here. We have Raku. We got a couple options in here. He used to be used against guild bosses. So Thin the Great, Saurus used to be used against every single guild boss. He was absolutely broken in that aspect. It is really the go-to hero for so many absolute places. And then he was replaced. Then he was totally replaced, which kind of sucks because a lot of the players that did build him, he was completely replaced when it came to the other heroes. I got 5 or 6 awakened. Yeah, Javid has been pulling absolute crazy awakened heroes out of the regular summons. I know he's gotten an incredible amount out of the regular summons. I'm trying to think who to put in here. Some mitigation, Prince of Persia. And again, looking at some of the formations, I know our level is relatively close, so I don't think it's going to be super difficult. But we know Frampton would go on the enemy side. Prince of Persia would go on the enemy side. We might get a little bit of a pushback from Gorvo or the Sleep with the crowd control. But again, some of this, if we can get the crowd control kind of triggered, I feel like we could get this down just with the level deficiencies. Which, there we go, guys. Frampton gets it done just like that. Yeah, and 40-44, again, looking at some of these stages, 40-45, popping in the formations. So going in the avail, look at that, 64 million. That has to be Thorin. As if there's a super low build or super low power level, it's Thorin. It's always Thorin, which is crazy. What's going on, Woolen? I have Ulna at E60 and only Grez at plus 30. Should I swap engraving? Ulna does incredibly well, just like here. Most of the accounts, I do not have Ulna maxed out to the plus 60 engraving. It's not a huge requirement. I forget if I maxed her out here, which I did take her to the 60. Right here, it increases damage. This one loses dodge. This one increases damage. Neither of those two factors, you are not relying on Ulna to do damage. I know the haste does affect it. So when you're actually building her out, it can affect the skills and abilities with the stats that she gets. But is she one of the highest priority heroes to be built? Absolutely not. She is not. She is not a high priority hero at all to be built. With here we have Lucretia and we have Mishka. And again, we'll just battle this one out. Yeah, Saurus was replaced by Scarlet completely. Replaced by Scarlet, replaced by the combination of utilizing Grez. There are so many formations where they're not even used anymore. I'm at 40-40. I don't have Zorath, and I need it in 3 fights. Is there any possibility to do it without Zorath? You could. One of the big things without Zorath is, one, can you murk him? I don't know if you're using anyone else, but you don't have to murk him. And there's Trisha, guys. Ulna barely even needs the E30. There's really not a reason to build her up to a 60. Again, guys, a lot of players don't realize there's a few heroes that work exceptionally well with the engraving, but there are several heroes that, such as the damage dealing heroes, that don't have to be built up that high. And I want to see, so here is Raku in this one. We have Athalia. See, we got the Thorin cheese in there. 471. We're at what, 547? We've been just crushing these. 547. So there's 555. I try to get combinations that are close to mine. And look at that, guys. This doesn't have the Thorin cheese. So I absolutely want to use this one because there is no Thorin cheese. We'll go back to the beginning. And most of the heroes we have, which is good. Thorin SI39 furniture. Auto battle sometimes doesn't seem to take off. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. On occasion, you'll go to auto battle and it won't turn on. It actually just kind of sits here. Like it's thinking about what it wants to do. So we might have to do some of these manually. Been given, hello. Yeah, we've been getting an absolute insane amount of scrolls lately. Victory, we didn't even have to fight that battle. They just gave us a mulligan, I guess, on that one. I think the auto battle was running in the background and we didn't get to see it, but That's okay. I will take the mulligan on that one. Very interesting to see that we just won the battle without fighting it. So yeah, you can do it without Zolrath. Again, if you can Merc Zolrath, that can help. Saurus will still be good for the Cursed Realm. Yes, Cursed Realm, Alfredos. Just because, yes, you need 6 teams. Saurus does do a lot of damage. I mean, Saurus is a pretty solid damage dealer. But again, it really comes to the fact that is Saurus going to perform within the Cursed Realm, just being at 5 stars with a plus 30 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture? Or do you really have to push Saurus to go ahead and push and get the combination of having the engraving? So essentially, again, is he going to work without the engraving is where it is. Try a combo of 5-pole Thorin, Old Aziz, Chicken Lords, and Iran. Oh, on the 5th wave. Yeah, like I said, with these guys, I want to sit here. I want to focus on having conversations with you guys. Just let it run. AFK Arena has an incredible amount of RNG behind it, which is, as you can see right here, we know these team comps work. We know we have all of our heroes geared out. We know we have the engraving on who we have to. It's just going to take a little bit of time to really get this right. It's not the right team. Oh, did it not load properly? Let me see, because we wanted to move down here. 551. Let me take this out. I wonder if that's why, if it's doing something funky. And again, guys, this is something that they literally just added to AFK Arena. But in here, no, it's not the right team. So it did not use the formation. That might have been why it was all bugged out. So let's include the artifacts, which I like. So here is team 1, which was Raku. And I've actually seen that quite a bit, guys. A lot of players have been running Leonardo with Khazard in Raku. It works incredibly well. This is the team that we ended the live stream on Sunday with. Again, working incredibly well with some of these formations. Lucretia, of course, picks up the buff from Hodgkin, picks up the buff from Estrilda, and also the survivability from Hendrik. Works well. What's going on, Raken? Furry posted one, actually a couple. Yeah, some of them. Thank you, Frederick. Yeah, I didn't even see that it didn't pick it up. Maybe because I had the first battle already fought. That could be a reason why it didn't pick that one up. But artifact slots are empty. Yeah, it seems like they might have to do a couple hot fixes. I've seen a couple hot fixes already on a couple different things over on the test server. Test server, of course, is where they kind of bug it out. Yeah, what a quality of life. Absolutely, Javid. For this and live streams, this is exactly what I thought about. The moment that I seen this was the ability, guys. And look at Queen in here. Queen, we know, will lock down heroes. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. This progression in here is just going to be crushed. 40-49. And again, hop over here. There's Sono Rez. Not sure what he's up to today, but we have the Ein team right there. We don't even have to copy the formations anymore because we can use them straight out of there, kick on the auto battle, and right back to just building out. Leonardo needs his plus 30. I don't think he needs the... So with Leonardo, guys, the 9 of 9 furniture gives a 45% damage boost to heroes like Ainz, heroes like Raku. Raku will absolutely burn targets down, guys. Leonardo will put them into the portrait, so he'll actually do the crowd control aspect on there. And then Leonardo Raku will crush them because he gets a 45% increase. What's going on, Silent Killer? What's the max level for heroes? I believe right now it is 715. I think it is 715 or 720. Soldier Boy might know, or Trisha might know too. But it is, I believe, 720. I think it's around there. Which is incredible because that's having every single hero in AFK Arena built and maxed out. Yeah, Devin, that's what a lot of players have said. I have an E60 Fane lockout team with Hodgkin and Desira. I've heard that, Soldier Boy. Pop the team comp in there. Because I've heard that a lot of players over in my guild have actually talked about that. We got to go back to our formation. I've actually talked about the Fane Khazard lockout team. I haven't used it. I don't have Fane built up enough, but again, I've heard. Oh, and they went back to Thorin. I've heard that team is absolutely broken with Fane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right about where. So don't see. Perfect. So we're going to use this one. Again, guys, I hate using Thorin. Just a personal preference, but I really do not like utilizing Thorin within here. Just came in, Awakened Thane, good to go. Seems like Awakened Thane is doing incredibly well. That's what a lot of players have said, especially if you are in the PvP aspect. They said PvP, he is super, super broken, which again is pretty cool to see. 780. Oh, there we go. So Dark Lord, it is 780. I must be living in my 2019 times. 780 in there. And some of these, I don't know if I have. It might just be kind of the RNG aspect, but I don't know if here. See, this is the assigned artifacts they put. They didn't even put artifacts on some of the heroes. Which is interesting. It's interesting to see. And again, I'm not sure if it's just kind of, yeah, there it auto-assigned. Here, it did the same. So pretty much there's triple calls on the back of this. But again, guys, these are formations that worked. Been working incredible, even beating a ton of meta teams, except Zolrath Burst. Yeah, I could see Zolrath not having the lockdown. Which is crazy, guys. 780. That's incredible. You and AFK really helped me through a rough patch of my life. Doing so much better now. Thank you for always bringing me a smile. Oh, thank you, Woolen. I will drink to that. Absolutely. Desira, I know I need to build up a little more. I feel like she could be the weak link in this formation, but also the levels. Guys, we have been pushing. That's probably why so many players did the Thorn Cheese on this one, is we've been pushing an incredible amount of levels. So Awakened Thane did get nerfed. So Awakened Thane, Peter, came up on the test server. Awakened Thane was nerfed by some of the skills were about 20%. I know like the third skill was at 280. They nerfed it back to 260. And then another formation, they did the same. I think it was down a little bit. They did nerf it a little bit. But yeah, the buffed Thane would be absolutely super, super broken. What's going on, Tragic? If they kept Thane where he was, again, in that super broken formation, it would have been absolutely crazy to see. But as he is right now, working incredibly well. Yeah, I've noticed that loading. So you're not the first player. A lot of people, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for 2.5 years. A lot of players have said that the YouTube does not notify players in a timely manner, or even with notifications on, they get no notifications, which kind of sucks. It sucks, especially if you're trying to make videos, content creation, things of that nature. If they're not doing essentially what they need to do to get views, it's kind of crazy. I love the engraving rewind. Yes, absolutely. They need to do it with the signature items. They need to do it with furniture. Honestly, I wish they would do it like every, let's say 3 months. I think that would be, because if you think in the course of a 3-month period within AFK Arena, you're probably getting 6 heroes. So even if you want to build any of those 6, if some of them fall out of meta, I think they could consistently give us. They should, yeah, exactly. Every 3 months, every 6 months, Javid. They need to do something just because there is an incredible amount of heroes that change. Honestly, and that's the big thing. So if you do have a lot of heroes that are dropping out of meta, to really stay up with formations, especially, and the other big part of this, guys, is when it comes to a lot of different heroes, I don't know why I keep creating the formation, but when it comes to a lot of heroes, is not only dropping out of the meta, is literally some of them dropping out of the game. You know, there are some heroes that we used to use in every single formation that you don't use, period. That is literally not used again. They have been placed on a shelf, and that is it. No one else has been using the hero, and you're not using the hero for anything. What's going on, Vasco? Greetings from Portugal. I've never been to Portugal, a place that I would definitely like to visit one day, but I've never been there. Second day is my birthday. I got double stargazer pulls. See, they should do that. What if they took the birth dates of players and then they gave us bonuses? That would be awesome. That would be absolutely amazing. To be able to give you some bonus pulls on your birthday, maybe give you some bonus stargazer cards. I could definitely see that being a pretty cool thing. Lucretia here again, and look, Leonardo da Vinci making his way into formations. Absolutely loving that. What's the fastest way to get furniture? Which packs to buy? Honestly, with furniture, I'm not sure which packs to buy for the furniture. That's a good question. I'm not sure if Trisha or if Soldier Boy or a couple others can help with what furniture packs to buy. I know a lot of the Stargazer packs and things of that nature. As far as the furniture, I'm not sure. Greetings from Western Canada. I'm like 45 minutes from Canada, Raphael. I'm actually, most of you know, I'm in Detroit. We're about 45 minutes from the bridge in Canada. Having used yeah, exactly. Titan Master. That's the same thing. If you look at heroes like Brutus, you know, heroes that are no longer utilized, or you know, a lot of heroes that players don't use anymore. Again, it would be super beneficial to have the ability to just go through and get rid of those. Just literally go through and reset them. And I'm loving Pagel not using any Thorin cheeses, guys. He is one of my heroes. I know Doc, most of you know I use a lot of Doc's formations. But this is awesome to not see any of the Thorin cheese in here. Yeah, Shamira, exactly. Everyone drop a like. Oh, he deserves it. Legendary FHG. Well, thank you guys. I love making the videos. It's very cool. There's a lot of stuff coming to AFK Arena. And again, I put up some Reddit posts over there. Or I seen it commented on a couple Reddit posts. A lot of players are upset about the Awakened Heroes. It is what it is, guys. You really have to take it with a grain of salt. AFK Arena is gonna, 1, continue making heroes, 2, continue making heroes, continue making more packs. There's gonna be more stuff coming out with AFK Arena, which we know it's a given. It's not gonna change. Don't be upset about it when heroes continue to come out, because they're a gaming company that is here to make money. And of course, new heroes are one of the biggest money makers that we have. So it's coming. I take them with a grain of salt. It's very cool to see the new heroes and how they're doing it. Devin, I think they did Rowan wrong. I hated seeing that video of him, just Peggy taking him out, Gwen treating him bad, Angelo treating him bad, Hogan laughing at him. Super disappointed with how they did the roast of Espria. What's going on, Geeky? Got my first copy of Awakened Thane and got lucky and managed to ascend Taleen. Very nice. That is awesome. That is the way you want to build them. Said that the quest for every 10, 20 levels gives you 5 emblems. Yeah, some of the towers, it's going to take time loading. And they need to give you more cards. Honestly, there are a couple other events coming out that give you some cards. There's a couple different ones I know that are coming that you get cards for. There's a couple things that are coming. And in the celebration of the Awakened Thane, there's a couple things that are coming. But look at where we are, guys. 40-57. And again, this new formation is absolutely, I'm not doing Thorin. Whatever I do, I will not. Thorin. There we go. We have Lucretia. I will take a Lucretia over and over and over and over and over versus Thorin. Yeah, I like the end part of that, Benny, where it said, Rowan said, I have a lot more things to come. I will be back. I really hope that Rowan comes back with a vengeance. I think it would be very, very cool. Sono Rez, what's going on, Sono Rez? We were just talking about you a minute ago. We seen your formations in here. We've been using a lot and doing some progression in there. David, is today a special stream? Woolen, I've actually been doing one during the week when I can. Unfortunately, right now my wife is sick, so she is upstairs. She is sleeping. Both of my kids are sleeping, so I play AFK Arena, usually when no one's around. Once my kids go to bed at 8, that is when I do my editing time. That is the time that I kind of do all of my videos and things of that nature are right now. So 40-60, guys, let's see. No Thorn Cheese. We're going with no Thorn Cheese to finish this out. There's Lucretia. There's Mahira. Thorn Cheese. Very last one, Thorn Cheese. Where's Amgapel? I hope I'm not seeing a Thorn Cheese in here, which we do not. We're going to use it, guys. We're going to let it run. There we go. Oh, we got the fused heroes. This is something that they definitely have to fix, guys. Somewhere in a formation, I have a hero that is fused with the dimensional hero that I cannot use together, but this does not tell me. This does not tell me which one it is. It's probably either Ezio or Queen, and I don't like that it tells me. So in here we have Falks. He's probably not used. There is Cetrena. I found this earlier, and it was just an absolute pain on who I have in this formation. There's Oden, but is it showing with it doesn't show with the dimensional keys, because I'm not sure who has the dimensional keys. Do we have Namora in the formation? Again, this is something that I noticed earlier, so it's got to be, I'm thinking it's got to be Ezio, or it's Arthur. Let's drop Arthur out and see. Nope, see, it's not Arthur. Leonardo? Nope. Not sure who it is that we have used in here. And this was kind of bugged a little bit earlier because most of these heroes do have the keys, or if it's awakened heroes. I don't think I can run two together. But again, it seems like it's been bugged a couple times doing this. Helios is top tier, yes. Yeah, Sono Res, that's exactly why. QOL, quality of life. Yeah, the quality of life, absolutely, guys, with this new formation sets that they did, again, it doesn't tell me who. It might be Queen that I'm using in here. Let me see. Let me drop out Queen. It's Queen. So who do we have Queen linked to? Queen is linked to Tassie, so that's why, guys. So we are using Queen within the formation. We cannot use Queen there, which is gonna hurt. You know what? We could try Sophia in here. I think Leica is in another formation. Let's try. We'll give this one a try. I know Queen in this formation, guys, makes a big difference. But we'll give it a couple tries, see if we can. Yeah, the level deficiencies, guys. Again, I've pushed 20 plus levels. Yeah, it is Queen, Jason. That's who. Cheating idea for stream, dude. Yeah, that's my thought with the Thorn Cheese, Trisha. And also that's why I'm going through and figuring out exactly the formations we don't have to use within these heroes. Makes a big difference, but I think maybe I'll put Queen in here and I will take out Tassie. So where is Tassie in a formation? See, it's in the All Negrez again. I've seen a lot of formations utilizing Tassie in there, but I'm going to put Queen in here, and I'm going to put Prince in here to provide some crowd control. We'll let that one run. Yeah, I'd have to go back. I went through a bunch of different formations to find out. I know Tassie in here is pretty good. We can't lose Oden really early. If we do, this one might be able to get it down. Usually we got to take down a couple more targets. Hendrik, really tough to kill, guys. Hendrik is a monster. Yeah, we could try Gorvo in there. I'm going to try Echoes of Mana. That sounds pretty cool. Just refuse to someone else. Yeah, we might have to swap. We might have to swap the formation to see who we got, because I know we got a lot of heroes in here. Since we didn't complete any of those, Tassie is a hero that I think a lot of players kind of underrate. Here, I don't think we have any dimensional keys. They just need to give us more keys in here, honestly. But so Tassie will still be good. So let's see who we got to link in here that I have leveled up. We have Pippa. You know what? We could use a hero like Ullard. I honestly, or even Maro. I don't think there are any formations that I have. There we go. So we got her completely maxed out, engraving, which is awesome. So we can hop back in here. We'll turn on the auto battle after we put our Tassie back in. Tassie, of course, is going to banish Gwen right down here, which is going to be awesome to see. Big Gwen with Nara or Athalia. Yeah, I'm thinking right here, this will work because of Tassie. Once you let Oden do what he does, guys, you can't stop him. If you can keep Oden alive, he is incredible when it comes to the damage. I need to put some engraving on him, but you can see, guys, how easy it is to build. Oh yeah, I could have put Tassie with Yaga. That's right. What's going on, Andre? And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're coming up on 25,000 subscribers already. It is absolutely incredible how many we have gotten. I believe close to like 1,200 in the last month. Live streams, we've been averaging about 10. We've been getting new members. We've been getting subscribers. But we've been averaging about 10 new subscribers every single time we're live streaming, which is awesome. It's very, very cool to see. And here's Helos, guys. Awesome. He is incredible. A lot of players, again, ask where he is utilized. Formations like that, it works incredibly well. Yeah, Maro is really good in the tower, within the Lightbearer Tower. Campaign, not so much at all. What's going on, NYC Ghost? And Darkblade joins us as well. I think I'm making an event where the Stargazer and Temple of Time rate is, yeah, a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have even said doubled. So if they did like a holiday event, if they did something of that nature, Peter, where they even put it up, you know, double the rate. There's a couple other games that do that, and that's where, in my opinion, it's kind of interesting. Did I reset Saurus? I did not yet. I'm still kind of on the fence with it. But like I said, there's a couple other games that do the events with the Stargazer Temple of Time. Very similar structure. Everybody will hoard everything within the game until you have an opportunity to actually use them, which again is kind of what they're going for. But everyone just saves everything for the event. Chapter 40, guys, is done. Just like that, we are into 41. That is right, guys. Tier 4 stones right there. So chapter 41, looking at here, a lot of heroes in here, a lot of players in here, guys. We get some red chests out of there, some tier 4 stones, 20 Stargazer cards, tier 3 stones. Then, of course, we still do have, I believe, the final level with our advancement rewards. Chapter 40 is complete. 9,000 extra diamonds out of there. Climber's Pack, I still haven't picked up, which, I mean, we could. Let's see theoretically if we could. Still got some on my Google card. A lot of the super thanks and super chats that we get in here, including the membership, we put some in here every now and then. At least once a month, we're picking up extra things. So we'll pick up some extra diamonds out of there, guys. Gives us 65,000. Look at that. Now, I'm going to save the summons for this weekend, just because I love doing the summons on the weekend. Sunday seems to be the spot that we're really crushing it. Yes, I think someone just said the Misty Valley. Let's hop over and check out that Misty Valley. I've been meaning to push this, guys. The campaign, in my opinion, needs a rework with the loot, and needs a rework for a couple different aspects. In here, we have the Poke Coins, and then we have the Essence. I'm going to continue, well, actually, I take that back. I'm going to take the Poke Coins this time. The big reason why we're taking the Poe coins is we're trying to finish Aziz. Aziz is a hero that I need 2 pieces of furniture, guys. So we're going to take that. Normally, I would always choose the Essence, but I've been buying Poe coins. We have one more chapter, guys, for the final one here. And look at the loot. Incredible amount of loot out of the Misty Valley. And we know the Misty Valley is going to continue on repeat, which is what I like. By the way, I've gotten 2 tier 4 stones from AFK loot. So you may notice, a lot more tier stones. Let's see, that'll be very cool to pick up some more tier stones. And of course, we have a limited offer. The merchants, what do we got in here? The climbers pack, which we got. Oh, the new climbers pack. I don't have enough for that. We only had 30 bucks. We just spent what we had for the entire month. So that is done, guys. All right, so 41. So getting into 41, I know the levels here do increase incredibly or a lot faster. Again, we're going to continue just like we did. I'm going to continue through the battles. I'll reset Thorn. I know, Hyatt. I have been so on the fence with resetting Thorin. I've really thought about it, but if I'm pushing on a regular basis, now hear me out, guys. If I'm pushing on a regular basis, I should have no problem getting to a level deficiency where Thorin works effectively. The game changer, Josh Almighty, is the quality of life, ability to build formations and take them out of the builds. It's absolute insane how you can build them. Just going in formations, available. Look for a team you want to use that's not a Thorin cheese, such as this. Use the formation, include your artifacts. Done. Auto battle it until it works. If it takes a day, if it takes a week, if it takes an hour, whatever it is, guys, just let the auto battler run and you will continue through AFK Arena. Mishka is the one that I'm building. Since we have Awakened Disease completely maxed out, it is going to be Mishka 100%. I know I do need to build the engraving on Mishka. They're up to level 690 already, guys. Again, they take, hey, B&B. B&B has been in my friends list and also in my Labyrinth team forever. We've actually taken turns running through the Labyrinth. And look at the levels here, guys. They're pretty on par. And I think we're getting to the point, again, where the Thorin cheese could be utilized. I know I don't have Taylene in this one, but I'm going to go ahead and try using that formation. So there we go. We'll include artifacts. Then I think it's going to use my borrowed version. Oh, I already used my mercenaries. See, that's where I don't have Awakened Thane, guys. They ran Awakened Thane in here. But look, using Nara. How many times have you seen Nara in here? And using Scarlet. I love that as well. We're actually seeing some of the newer heroes that are actually built. But interesting enough, there is not a comp in here. See, they use Thorin. I thought there wasn't a Thorin. Maybe there was. Let's go back to Omnipeg. Used Thorin. Used Thorin in the second team. 575. See, the level of deficiency is getting too high. Thorin. We're going to have to try it, guys. I'm going to go with him since he's, again, right around my level. No, that's quite a bit higher. 551. We have Thorin in there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Felipe, we're using your formation. I'm going to see where we can go with this. What's going on? Sarmor? Is Saurus engraved? Yes. Saurus is plus 60 engraving. Shows the final level in the chapter. We just went through. We just finished the final level. Free to play, using them gives you a lot of resources. 1 copy of Awakened Disease between Thane and Taylene. I'm on Taylene. So most of you guys know on my FHG account, we don't put anything in there. We haven't put anything in there for probably about 2 years. I think it's been about 2 years. I got super lucky with Awakened Taylene. I actually built her all the way up to 1 star just out of the cards they gave us. So we got really, lucky when it came to building out that early. It did work incredibly well. which here, guys, again, Thorin Cheese, we're going to have to try to get this to work. Oh, thank you. Holden Sev. Holden Sev 16. Holden Save. It's getting late here, guys, but I'm super stoked to be doing the live stream with you. Reset Saurus. Lumber Done. That's my thought. Every time I see your little icon, I love Lumber Done's little icon there. That's my thought. Saurus is pretty done. The only place that we do use Soren again, or Saurus, is the tower. That's it. We don't use him anywhere else. Honestly. If you have a meta team for single boss battles, you can Merc Saurus. Yeah, that's my thought too, Javid, is if I'm using him within the tower, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of heroes that can kind of fill in, especially when we start getting a little bit further. It seems like there's going to be a point where we can fill it in a lot better than what we're doing. Beers up, guys. Thorin just did it. Victory to Thorin. We knew it was going to work. Thorin just worked. Like I said, reset Thorin, Dark Lord. He's only at a plus 30, which is the reason why I was kind of on the fence with resetting him. I feel like Thorin is going to be effective once we start pushing into heavy level deficiencies. I really feel like Thorin is going to make a difference, and the engraving is not going to have such an impact. Hunting Fields, yes, Hunting Fields are coming up pretty soon. Is Astrilda's E30 worth it? I know a lot of people do Astrilda to the E30 for the bonus, but a lot of places, she has her uses. She's used as a buffer in a couple different formations, which is really the only place that I see her used. Yeah, the 10% attack rating, it is effective. Now, why it isn't effective? She is by far not one of the top heroes that you want to do. That you want to build. If you have a bunch of E30s, there are, again, a lot of heroes with that E30 that are going to require a lot of engraving long before you're engraving Astrilda. What's going on, JC Gamer? That's the reason. I know Astrilda will do well. That 10% bonus is decent, but again, it's not a big priority. Or E30, yeah, it isn't a game changer for AE. If you're further within the campaign, if you're using her for a couple different places, it could definitely be effective, but again, not a huge priority to build. Looks like most people here, guys, we see Mishka. This one I'm going to actually use. Mishka, I need the engraving, which essentially, like we just talked about, we could reset Saurus. We could go in and we could actually build out Mishka to that plus 60 engraving. Good night, Marty. Have a good night. Very efficient to buff Scarlet for the Bizzle. Yeah, the ABAC. Yeah, guys, Scarlet is a monster when it comes to the boss killer. Awakened Thane will dominate in the hunting fields. Yes. Guys, remember, Awakened Thane is a damage dealer. It's not a tank like we've seen with Talene. It is not a crowd control one. It is not a crowd control hero like we see with Aziz. With Thane being an awakened hero, having the damage, also providing buffs to the team, I really feel like Awakened Thane in the hunting fields and the Abyssal Expedition are going to be awesome, guys. And look at that, Nathan, we have a brand new subscriber to the channel. Again, we try to get 10 subscribers every live stream. That is, I think, the first one, maybe the second one since we've had the live stream going on. Again, we've gotten members, we've gotten chats, we've gotten subscribers. So if you're not subbed to the channel, guys, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, here it is going on 11:08. So it's 11:08. I love seeing all of the time differences, you guys. It's very cool for the stream. Some people, it's early morning, they just got up, they're having coffee. I do not have any mercs left. We've already used them, Sono Rez. I've actually used both of them already. But in here, guys, let's see another formation. And again, a lot. Is this more Mishka formations? Mishka. And here is the formation. This is a formation we're using already. I believe it is a formation. And look at that, guys. Derek Lee, another new subscriber. That is 2, guys. You can see we have our little subscriber tally right up there on the screen on the right-hand side. Getting some more subscribers in there. I'm wondering if I should just bite the bullet and reset Soros. What am I drinking? I am drinking Samuel Adams. Samuel Adams Cherry Wheat. Guys, it is awesome. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite beers through time that I've had. Thanks, Hippo. I'm going to finish chapter 40. Yes, guys, push through 40. They need to up the rewards. We know making a lot of progression in the AFK arena, not super beneficial when it comes to making the progression, which is why so many players don't push. I don't know since how many days I've been subscribed, but must have been around 2 years. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple players that have been. I wish it showed me. I looked to see if it showed me how long we've been subscribed for, and I couldn't find anything. About to go to sleep. It's 10:08. Yeah, guys, I go to sleep about midnight. Normally it's around midnight. I have Awakened Thane maxed on trial. My conclusion is trash in campaign meta, PvP and meta in events such as the Abyssal. Yeah, I can see the PvP and meta in events. The only thought that I think is, I know with the trials campaign, I don't know the effectiveness he's going to have in the campaign Lumberdun, but I don't know the buffs when it comes to the Twisted and Cursed Realm is going to be interesting to see as well. Just because of, again, the buffs they're bringing. Ghazi Adele, guys, our 3rd subscriber in there. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Again, guys, we are almost to 25,000. I think it was 24, around 500. So we've been getting a ton of heroes. What's going on? When can you engrave? I'm trying to think when. I'm not sure exactly what stage you can engrave. The race account is in chapter, I believe, 19. And I still don't have the engraving, Javid. So I have Shemira at 1 star on my race account. And I cannot engrave her. I have the mats, but I still cannot engrave. I don't know at what point is it actually unlocked because I do not have it on there. At this point, I do not have the engraving unlocked on my Shemira. I think it might be level 20 or chapter 20 or chapter 22. I'm about to go to sleep, but I really be up for another hour or 2. Oh, yeah, that's normal, Alex. That's most of the time I do this exact same thing. Try to go to sleep, do something, try to go to sleep, do something else. Yeah, there you go, chapter 24. Waking Disease is so cool. Yes, early game, JC Gamer. Absolutely, guys. Aziz will destroy. I know a lot of other players that are running Aziz much, much further in the campaign and still works incredibly well just because of the way the hero works. That is really the big thing, guys. Completing chapter 21. So there you go. So into chapter 22 will unlock the engraving. And Felipe, I think we're going to go, you know what, Thorn Cheese, we're at a high enough level. I'm just going to copy some of these and we're going to continue through here. Oh, can't believe I'm a night owl. Most of you know I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, guys. It is where I really started gaming and started everything else. But it's where I really picked up bad habits when it comes to sleeping. I very rarely sleep. I live by the theory that, you know, you only have so many hours in a day. So if I do have more time to get things done, things of that nature, I will spend more time getting things done versus sleeping. Sleeping is one of the last things really on my mind. And I feel like this one, guys, we need Mishka in here. This is another formation where Mishka is really going to become vital in this one because we're not going to have enough damage to take out the rest of these targets. What gear should Thorin have equipped? Most people put the weapon and put the weapon in the boots, and that's it. That's usually the only gear that he actually gets within there is those 2 specific items. Not sure what they geared him with here. It might be geared. It doesn't have a chest. You can also take this one off. The weapon, these 2 are really the good one to put on him so you can maximize the damage that he's taking is really the way to build him. And again, I'm going to have to build out Mishka. I feel like RNG with this one could work. But I know Mishka because I don't have the furniture on Mishka. And I also do not have the plus 60 engraving. So the combination of those is the reason why this formation probably won't work too well. Again, there's Mishka, a little bit less Mishka, but still has the 9 of 9 there. So we're gonna have to build him out. We're gonna have to build her out. Weapons, boots, helm, and yeah, weapons, boot, helm for attack and haste. Yeah, you'll sleep when you're dead. There you go. Frequency is a very interesting mechanic with only you can actually make him stay immune to damage all the time. So I've tried that lumber a couple times and it has actually worked pretty well. Why is your channel a hippo? Oh, so let's see if anyone knows. Guys, I've been creating videos for about 2 years. Some people know the story of the hippo. Some people don't know the story of the hippo, but I'm interested to see if anyone here, and I think some of you guys will know, the story of the hippo and how the hippo came about. My Lucy is only at 100 engraving, like 18.4 emblems. That's a lot. Taking a hero to 100, taking a hero to 100 engraving is incredibly expensive. Like you've seen a couple videos ago that we put out, it is incredibly expensive taking a hero that high, guys. What's going on, Toon Lee? Yeah, got a late night here live. Again, we're into chapter 41, guys. This is by far the furthest my accounts have ever been. This is absolutely the furthest that we have been. Which changes? The changes, of course, is the formation, guys. Being able to set the formations in here is honestly the best thing that I've probably seen, especially going through the campaign, guys. Being able to literally copy 5 teams in formations and their artifacts are kind of absolutely crazy. When you look at the build out here, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Javid's not saying anything, but Javid knows. So back in 2004, so I mean, you're talking almost 20 years ago, 18 years ago, when my wife and I were together, we were playing a game called Rock Band. So if you guys have ever played Rock Band, during that time, Rock Band, you had to have a Rock Band name. And again, this is how the story goes. With the Rock Band name, we needed a name, and somehow on a night with my girlfriend back then, my now wife, we came up with Furry Hippo. So Furry Hippo was the name for years of our Rock Band. Every time we played Rock Band, Furry Hippo was the name of the Rock Band. When we started, that is how the name got started. It was a Rock Band name. So from there, it has progressed into, I have a Furry Hippo consulting business and a Furry Hippo gaming business. One for YouTube, one for actually side computer work that we do. And everybody that I've come in contact with has absolutely loved the name. I've gotten so many compliments on it, so many conversations about it. Even my payroll company has called and asked me where we came up with that name. The name is so awesome. So I started putting it on merchandise through Spring Tea and YouTube. Doing pretty well. A lot of people like the Furry Hippo Gaming. It's a very cool and unique game that started, again, it's been about 20 years. We started when Rock Band came out. When it came out, that was the Rock Band name. It was the Furry Hippos. And that is essentially where it came. Reset Saurus already. All right, guys, so we're going to do it. You know what? Worst case scenario, we build them back. Reset Saurus, there it is. Almost to the end of the video, guys, or the end of the stream. Resource returned. It has already been reverted. Mishka has the incredible amount of utility. So we'll go ahead and we will rapid strength Mishka. And there we go, guys. Mishka's plus 60 we know is absolutely broken. All ally heroes receive healing and are shielded. That is right, guys. Absolutely amazing. We just need to do the furniture. We need to build out the rest of her furniture. And again, guys, Saurus now gets the reset, so he actually gets bumped from number 1 all the way down. Mishka goes to number 1. Absolutely love it. Very, very cool to see. Do I have any suggestions for the temporal rift? Honestly, I'm not that far. Toonly, I haven't been pushing the rift. The rift is incredibly, incredibly slow. The tedious battles in there. The temporal rift, guys, I think I pushed to like 5 or 220, 225, 230, 236. I've pushed to 236. Guys, the triple battles in here are just incredibly, absolutely incredibly boring to do, guys. Literally going through the challenge, begin a battle, do the auto, go to the next battle, do the challenge, begin the battle, click, next one, come here, begin the battle. There we go, fast forward. There we go, we won another floor. Let's see what we get out of here. This has been incredibly, I mean, absolutely incredible tedious. I didn't think it would be this bad. I thought the campaign was bad, but honestly, the temporal rift is way worse. It is absolutely, it is way worse going through the temporal just because it takes an incredible amount of time. Who will I use the other ones on? There's a couple heroes. So again, I looked at a couple of the damage heroes. I will actually engrave Oden. I think I'm at 19. We'll take them up to 30. So looking at engraving, guys, there are a couple heroes right off the bat that are really meant to be built. And again, it's a lot of the damage heroes. So when you look at the lineup, guys, you look at Scarlet, you look at Kren, you look at Oden, you look at Raku, you know, those are, you look at Ainz, you look at Lucretia. Those are heroes that you really want to prioritize. Again, because of the engraving stats, the stats it adds, like even looking at a hero like Scarlet, if you go to the engraving, she's got plus 64 engraving. The stats that they add as a damage dealer, these are just astronomical, guys. It is crazy, crazy, crazy strong how much stats, how many stats these add. Even the haste, the crit damage amplification. If you're pushing the Twisted Realm, if you're pushing the Cursed Realm, you have to have the damage dealers really built out. Short of those, you do have a couple support heroes. Mishka does incredibly well with the engraving. You have Helos does incredibly well with the engraving. Again, another damage dealer. Athalia with the engraving, again, does incredibly well. Lucretia we have engraved. Aziz we really didn't need, but I wanted to build him. Zolrath we have to build up a little bit more. There's a lot of heroes that, again, damage do incredibly well when it comes to engraving. I wish they would simplify the... Yes, exactly. They need to fix a lot of the rift. I feel like... I don't know. Like I said, it's such a time constraint. Guys, the temporal rift takes an incredible amount of time, and I don't have the patience to sit there and click over and over and over and over. Have I tried? Do you still stream on Twitch? No, I do not, Hills. So the big thing, and a lot of players have said this is why Vulcan quit Twitch as well. A lot of players quit Twitch, or a lot of streamers quit Twitch because they want an incredible amount of time. So Hills, to really do Twitch and do Twitch well and actually get paid from Twitch, they want usually like 2 or 3 hours of streaming per day, where I stream once, maybe twice a week. So if I streamed an incredible amount of time or streamed for hours at a time, yes, Twitch would be a great platform, streaming platform. That is what Twitch is kind of built for, where YouTube is not. YouTube, you know, transfers it right to the live videos, things of that nature. It works perfectly on here. I don't have time for Twitch. I have a job. I have a second job. I have young kids. I don't have time for Twitch, honestly. Twitch seems like it's much younger. If I was in high school, if I was in college, definitely Twitch would work. Leonardo E30. I think Leonardo, see, we don't have much. We don't have very much engraving pretty much on any of these heroes, guys. Here, yes, the evacuation does work. I'm going to have to go through here and see exactly who we're going to prioritize, taking to 30. And now that we have Mishka, who we're going to take up to 60. What's going on, Christopher? Thank you for joining us. It's not only time sink, it's complexity. Yeah, that's the other thing, JC Gamer. It is kind of it is kind of it's complex in there, especially with the badges. There's a ton really to deal with when it comes to the Rift. And I'm starting to get used to the Chapter 41, guys. Again, this is the first time I've seen it. It's very, very cool looking. I know Javid will be joining us in here shortly. Yes, the engraving you can only do once. Once you do the engraving, guys, that is it. The engraving hero has already been reverted. You cannot do it a second time, which kind of sucks. Yeah, like they're saying 120 hours per month on Twitch. Can't do it. Because that is way too much. Way too much time. Make sure, guys, you plan your engraving resets on there. And who is my favorite hero? Yes, Rowan, guys, is my absolute favorite. Took Rowan to the plus 30 engraving because I like the heal over time that it adds. Using the potion every 4 seconds instead of 5 seconds can make a difference, but I love Rowan. I still need to get him to that 9 of 9 furniture, which I'm going to eventually. We're getting there. Do you think they should try to bring back some old collabs? They definitely could. Now, they said that we're going to have a minimum, that is right, guys, a minimum of 1 collaboration this year, possibly more. We're going to have to see exactly which ones, what they're going to bring. I think there is a lot of companies out there that AFK Arena could do some very cool collaborations with that they just need to. They need to get with some of the bigger names. AFK Arena, Lilith Games is huge, guys. It is a $1 billion company that could definitely go, make some collaborations work with a bunch of different heroes and really bring a lot of new player base to this game and a lot of life back to the game. Yep, Javid is coming, guys. This is going to sound crazy, but should I reset Arthur or Merlin's engraving level? I want to use the engraving on my Oden. So as of right now, the Vanguard Raider, I don't use Arthur. Arthur, as much as I have built him out, I very rarely use him in any formations whatsoever. I've used him in front of Raku, but when you start getting in level deficiencies, Arthur doesn't work. Arthur will actually die. His damage mitigation isn't enough to effectively be used. So I would probably change him. He would be one that I would drop, especially again if you're building Oden. Oden is used in a lot of formations, guys. Oden does an incredible amount of damage, giving him a 20% boost right here. And then, of course, guys, right here, the attack rating and the haste increase. This is huge. This puts Odin's damage through the roof. Oden, it puts his damage through the roof. Why is Rowan my favorite? So some of you know the story. When Rowan was released, if you look back at the really old videos, when Rowan was released, my main account, my FHE account, was in Chapter 18. When they dropped Rowan, I finished Chapter 18, I finished 19, I finished 20, I finished 21, I finished 22. Having Rowan at Elite. I had him at Elite or Elite Plus, but Rowan was such a heavy carry hero when he was released with the potions. He instantly became my favorite. I was struggling with AFK Arena. As soon as they dropped Rowan, that was it. Rowan just absolutely crushed the campaign. Then they added in his signature item. Absolutely amazing. A lot more players built him. He has been, again, one of my absolute favorite heroes. Since I've started AFK Arena, he's always been. So first hero I ever built was Rain. Rain, 5 stars, was the first hero when I started AFK Arena. She actually went all the way to 5 stars. Back then, didn't have signature items, didn't have engraving, didn't have furniture, didn't have anything really. There was really not much of anything built for these heroes. But yeah, it was, she was the first hero that I actually had built up to 5 stars. And back then she had a lot of utility. Rain was a hero that was used for a ton that I like to see. Who do you think for an Awakened Mauler? Some people are saying K-Sauce. This is the hero that a lot of players are saying is going to be the Awakened hero. I would like to see Brutus. I think Brutus Awakened would be pretty cool. We've seen him, I think it was Brutus that was attacking Thane and Baden. Again, I think it would be pretty cool to see. Graveborn, I don't know if they're going to go again with the storyline doing Baden as the Awakened version, which definitely could be interesting to see. It again would be pretty interesting to see exactly where that would build. He's a plus 28. But again, there's a bunch of different ways. And with the Wilders, again, from the videos, some people are thinking Respin, that they're actually going to do an Awakened version of Respin because it does kind of go with the story of Thane and with Baden. So again, it's going to be pretty cool to see. Nimisu would be nice to see as well. Almas would be cool to see. There's a couple. K-Sauce definitely needs reworked. I'm at chapter 39 and I'm free to play. I feel like I'm way weaker than enemy teams. Can't build a 5th team. So that is where players struggle. So the 5th team is the reason why so many players do use the Thorin Cheese. It is because of the 5th team. It's very, very difficult to build the 5th team because when you start getting into that 5th team, you're relying on a lot of these Celestials and Hybelgen heroes to build out that 5th team, which is the reason, again, why so many players get to that point, and it's the struggle with the 5th team. Then you start adding in the level deficiencies, and again, it gets super difficult. But there's the shield, guys. That is Miska's shield on everybody, which is the plus 60, which is cool. Kaz, yeah, we could definitely use Kaz as well. She's still the only hero that can dodge damage, which a lot of people absolutely love. This is another one where I have to build out Zolrath. Zolrath needs to be built out further. Zolrath does an incredible amount of damage. Because if you guys have not seen, Zolrath can destroy targets super, super fast, which I definitely like to see. This one I don't know if Ezio can get down. We should be able to charm, though. It might be a very slow work down on this one, guys. We're not going to make it. Not in 30 seconds. Yeah, Almas would be very cool. I'm only on 4 teams and I'm struggling. Yeah, once you get into 5 teams, guys, it's incredibly difficult to get through. Trying to engrave heroes is important. Trying to first carry in each team and also the heroes. Yeah, Javid, guys, many of you know Javid is completely free to play. He knows more than anyone exactly how well the heroes work and who to build. It's very cool to see. What's going on, homie? Tassie, most definitely. Yes, Tassie would be another one. Tassie, one thing about Tassie, though, is Tassie works incredibly well as she is today, which, again, might be a little bit different in the future, but she does work incredibly well today. Even here in Chapter 40, we're using Tassie. Chapter 40, 41, still using Tassie in formations. Using Namora in formations. It's pretty cool to see some of the heroes that are still being utilized within AFK Arena, even on this scale. Which, again, guys, Hendrik is super tough to deal with. Made it to 40-60. Oh, Sono Rez is right behind me. So he'll be joining me in just a second, guys. See, Zolrath just keeps getting slammed right there. But look at that, guys. 41-8. We have 65,000 diamonds, which is absolutely incredible. I'm going to save those for Sunday's stream. We're going to continue making progression through here. And I'm going to put my Aziz in here. We have Peggy just chilling up here. Where's my Awakened Disease? There he is, guys. Might be the only Awakened Disease that I get. I don't like that frame. This frame I absolutely love, guys. The Season 2 frame I love. And a lot of them just drop the face. Like here, guys, it cuts off a majority of the face, which I do not like. Almost have Solemn Vow done, but I like that one. The little Dream Shade. Very, very cool looking up there. Is Rain good? Rain utilizes that 3 of 9 furniture. That's really the only reason why players build Rain, is the 30% damage bonus. Right here, guys, the 30% increase to damage is the only reason why players build Rain. And she's used in the Cursed Realm and a couple of boss fights. She works incredibly well because of that big, big damage boost in there. Should I reset Arthur at E60 fully built or Thorin at E30? Thorin, again, I would keep. Honestly, I'm keeping. I am keeping Thorin, even at looking at level deficiencies, guys. I am keeping my E30 Thorin. Worst case scenario, I built another Thorin, which At this point, we definitely could build another Thorin. Again, I wouldn't reset Thorin at an E30. Arthur, I would. Keith, again, Arthur is not a hero that a lot of players are using anymore. I don't see him in a ton of formations, and taking him up that much, it seems like there's a lot of other tanks. When you look at Oku, when you look at Mishka, there's a lot of other tanks that seem to do well where again, a lot of formations, even looking in here, you don't see Arthur in a lot of formations anymore. You know, we have Mishka in there. As far as tanks, if they don't have the mitigation or the immunity like Brutus, you're not finding them, which there he is right there. Giving his aura to, of course, Leonardo da Vinci. Let me see if everyone's using him. See, Thorin comp. And that one. So no Arthur in there. Arthur I very rarely use. He's in that one. And again, he's a hero that I've kind of backlined, I guess. There's Tresnar in this one, Arthur there. So, I mean, does he need the plus 60? Probably not. Honestly, that's really the big thing. Is he really going to make that big of a difference in the survivability with an E60? Possibly not. Does Damon need furniture? Or should I go Oden first? Oden. Absolutely. I would do Oden first. He works incredibly well. Damon is a hero that will work with the furniture. Furniture, of course, does help. But again, Damon is a hero that I don't use anymore. Damon is a hero that has kind of been backlined. I don't use Damon for anything at this point either. It's kind of dropped off at that. Brutus, signature item, plus 20, 3 or 9 furniture. Yeah, the immunity field works incredibly well. That is the reason we took him to that 3 of 9. Guys, is the last gasp ability. This is what Brutus is used for. Even if you have Brutus at Mythic, guys, the last gasp extended right here. And then, of course, with the furniture, I built him to the 203 just because I wanted the full 3-second extension there. The rest of it, I probably wouldn't build. Just for a simple fact, the immunity, once the immunity runs out, he's dead. Regardless of how high, even if you have him totally maxed out, Brutus will die once that immunity goes away. He is really done. Literally got into chapter. Oh, yeah. Try it, JC Gamer. You might be able to make a ton of progression. All right, guys. So that'll do it for today's stream. Again, thank you for joining me for the very very late kind of off the cuff live stream. I love doing the live stream, guys. Being able to talk to you guys, having a lot of interaction. I love it. It's very cool to talk to other players of AFK Arena that I absolutely love. Should I E60 Awaken Taylene or Athalia? Honestly, HK, if you have Awaken Taylene to that point, I would go ahead and do the engraving to unlock the rest of the furniture or the rest of the skills that she has. If you do not have the skills out here, it's very minimal to the effectiveness of her, just because you don't have the abilities unlocked. The awakened heroes really have to have those abilities unlocked to do maximizing the potential. That's really the big thing. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream tonight. Absolutely love being able to sit and talk to you guys. Pushed into 41-8. We're going to be doing another stream on Sunday. Doing some summons with our 65,000 diamonds. Also making some progression within here. Hopefully we can make some teams through 41-8. Again, continuing progression. I am still power leveling, guys, going through here. I am still focused very heavily on the power leveling aspect. As we continue going through here, we are just going to do the power leveling. How good is Oku? Oku seems to work pretty well as a tank, guys. We're building him out. I want to get him, test him out. A lot of formations because he is relatively new. He seems to be working. Even the Wilder Tower, he seems to be working pretty well in there without even having his furniture and having him built out. It seems to work pretty well. So again, guys, that'll do it for tonight's stream. Thank you guys for joining me, guys. All the love and support, all of the super thanks, the chats, the members, everything else we get. It is very cool. Can you build a second Ascended copy and switch it out with a scroll? Second ascended copy. I don't think you can. That usually AFK Arena won't let you do that, Cohen. Just kind of from the build that they have, a lot of times they don't let you build the second copy, then switch it out with a swap scroll. I think with a swap scroll you probably could. I don't know. That's a good question. If you could swap like a Thorin, I have Thorin engraved. I couldn't do that, but if you could do like a Nara for another copy of Nara, you'd have to build them up. You'd have to build them up to swap them. That's an interesting question. I don't think so. I don't think so, Cohen. I think if I have Nara selected, it won't let me pick another Nara. Or Javid says yes, you can, but why would you? That's a good question. Because remember, guys, if you engrave a hero just like Thorin, the engraving locks the hero. So you can actually not swap. The highest you can get is Legendary Plus for a second hero of the same hero. Oh, so there we go. Bamo Boy chimes in right there. So we know the answer. So again, guys, that'll do it for the stream for tonight. Thank you guys for all the love and support. And as always, thank you guys for watching.